welcome back. Kenyatta in Los Angeles. Hey, Kenyatta, what's on your mind today?
Well, I got to tell you that I am being nonpartisan and not a big fan of the duopoly that are the two parties. As I've said many times to you, I caucus with the Democrats. And so I am refreshed that they did a lot better than I would have anticipated, because I was thinking that, as they say now, top of mind would have been the economy and inflation. But clearly Democrats were more concerned about other things. And I think that for the Democrats, Donald Trump was very much on the ballot, where Joe Biden for the Democrats was not. And the good news is that it was clearly a repudiation of Agent Orange. The bad news is that it's an affirmation of DeSantis. And DeSantis, I believe, Tom, is a much more dangerous distilled version of Donald Trump. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. What I'm hearing with regard to DeSantis down in Florida, and I'm looking forward to seeing the numbers, you know, when they start taking apart these numbers, is that when he paraded those 15 black men in front of, actually, I think one of them was a woman, in front of the cameras in shackles as they were hauling them off to arrest them for illegally voting, that was probably one of the most successful suppressions of the black vote in modern history, that the black vote just collapsed in Florida as a result of that.
Well, is it any wonder?
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised at all by that. I mean, you know, it's, yeah, but that tells me that Ron DeSantis is willing to go full fascist to gain power.
Absolutely. Oh, there's no question.
He's the biggest threat to America right now. I don't think Trump is that big a threat anymore. No, he is a, I use the word distilled, you can say refined, if you will, version of Trump. Yep.
And I'm not sure, and I'm wondering if the Democrats, you know, because I'm Gen X, I'm wondering what they were, if the Supreme Court was somewhere in the back of their minds, given this activism by the court, and because that's a lot of people are very concerned about that. Now, I don't know if that's the case, Tom, because the average American can't name 3 of the 9 Supreme Court justices.
Right.
But I don't know. It may have been something that was, you know, they were unconscious of. I wanted to say in closing that the one thing that worries me is that no one seemed to be concerned, and I know it's a midterm, about foreign policy. And You've spoken with me enough to know that foreign policy is, I'm going to use it again, top of mind for me, because it's going to dictate domestic policy. And it looks like neither party has a real handle on foreign policy, and that worries me a great deal.
Yeah, that's a good observation. The thing that shocked me, Kenyatta, was that there wasn't a larger turnout for Democrats as a result of the Dobbs decision. I was convinced that even Republican women were going to say, "Screw this," but they didn't. They stuck with the GOP by and large.
Well, that's interesting you say that, because the Republicans also kind of fell flat in terms of the numbers that turned out. Now, maybe they were overconfident. The last thing I wanted to say to you, Tom, real quick, is that one thing that this does guarantee, and that's more gridlock.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, it's the next 2 years are going to be hell with the Republicans in charge of the House. Kenyatta, thanks a lot for the call. It's great to hear from you. We'll be right back. 22 minutes past.